This is the Litter Robot 4. It's a re-engineered robot that keeps your house smelling nice, and it gives your cats a clean litter box to go poo in every single day. But how does the litter robot work? Well, the kitty goes in the main chamber, they do their business, and then they leave. The sensors on the robot can tell when the kitty leaves, so the chamber cycles around in a circle, filtering out any of the new litter into a side compartment using gravity to feed it, and the waste, the used litter, gets dumped into the bottom drawer. Once it's full, the lights on the robot and the smartphone app notifications will tell you it's time to remove the full bag of waste and put an empty bag in, and then the cycle repeats. I usually have to exchange the bag of waste every 10 days or so for my 2 cats, and other than replacing the bag, it basically manages itself and is self-cleaning. The carbon filter in the waste drawer keeps the room smelling really good, and the cats use it and they get to step in clean litter every single time, and I never have to scoop any kitty poo. Hey, I'm Shannon Morse. Welcome to Morse Code. I found that the main problem that people have with buying one of these is my cat actually gonna use it? Because she's scared of everything. So is my cat. Her name is Luna. She's super cute, but she uses it, and this is how I got her used to it. It basically just requires patience. So the first thing I did was I took her old square litter box and I set the litter robot right next to it, completely turned off, so she could sniff the new robot, but she could still use her old litter box. Then eventually I took some of the used litter and I scooped some of that waste from her old litter box and I put it into the new litter robot, but I did not remove the box. Eventually after that, she started sniffing inside the litter robot because she sensed her own waste, her own smell in there. And a few days later, I took the old litter box away and she started using the litter robot, still completely disconnected from power. I let her use the litter robot for a week or so before I turned it on, and the litter robot lets you change how many minutes it waits until it cycles after a cat leaves. So I just set it to the max time after she left to cycle and make the waste disappear into the bottom compartment. Now at first, she was a little bit skittish whenever she saw it moving, but she would still go inside the litter robot to do her business because it doesn't move while she's in there. The nice thing is it also comes with this 90-day in-home trial. So if your cat does not actually like it, you didn't waste $650 on something that will just take up space. And yes, I did say $650, but keep in mind you can get a discount using my link down below. Nowadays, both Luna and Starbuck enjoy watching it cycle. They will sit and stare at it while it moves the waste into the waste compartment. I don't know what it is, but they enjoy watching it. My dog thinks it's a demon from hell, so she barks at it whenever it moves, but she also barks at my Roomba, so there's that. That's another perk too. If you can't put your litter box in a private non-doggy room, then this is a really good way to close off your kitty's poo from being eaten by your dog, if your dog actually eats the poo. So the Litter Robot 4 costs $649. It is Wi-Fi connected, and we actually purchased our first litter robot many years ago. That's a big investment, but I believe that over time, this thing saves you money because it saves litter. Since the clean litter, the unused litter gets recycled. So you spend less on litter over time and you're not wasting clean litter. I use Clumping Tidy Cats litter, but it doesn't require any kind of special litter to be used. This is one of those products that has absolutely made my life better. From the get-go, when we paid for our very first litter robot, I have recommended it to countless cat owner friends and family, and every single one of them loves this thing. In fact, I donated my previous litter robot to a neighbor and she adores it. I love this product so much. The Litter Robot 4 has made so many improvements over the previous generation, and I am so happy with this one. And when I say improvements, I mean big improvements. You will notice as soon as I took it out of the box that the form factor is completely redesigned. Mine is a pre-release review product, so your actual one may slightly vary, so just keep that in mind. Now, since I've reviewed 3 previous versions of the Litter Robot, I'm going to focus on the major differences. You can go back and you can watch those videos too if you want. So the first thing you will notice is it's bigger on the inside, the main chamber, hence why I nicknamed mine the tortoise in my app. The waste drawer is larger than on the 3, so it fits more waste as well. So I went from having to empty it every 7 days to a max of 10 days, which does save me some time overall. The waste compartment is also bigger and it fits a lot more kitty poo. It fits the original bags from the previous litter robots, because if you've had a previous one, you know that those bags are rather large. So they do fit around the new waste compartment. So if you have a backup supply like I do of those bags from the previous robot, you can continue to use those. You can also just use regular plastic shopping bags or trash bags if you want to as well. It is still self-cleaning, but the new motor is much quieter than the older one. That was a big issue with the older model that I had mentioned many times. I couldn't put it near my recording rooms because you could actually hear the motor on my microphone, and I don't know why, but my cats always like to go to the bathroom when I'm trying to record videos, so I had to put them in like separate places in my household. The main chamber is bigger, which is great for Starbucks since she's a very large cat. She weighs almost 20 pounds. This makes it much easier for her to enter and leave whenever she's done. And even though this one has bigger compartments, it still takes up the same amount of space as the Litter Robot 3. So I did not have to put this in a new room or anything like that. I could put it in the space that my cats are comfortable with whenever they need to use the litter box. The actual footprint of the design on the floor is about the same size as a large traditional litter box, so it just happens to take up more space vertically, but you can fit this thing anywhere that you could a traditional litter box as long as you have the space upwards. The plug is found on the rear at the bottom. You just have to plug that in and it will run its first cleaning cycle. Mine arrived with a loose weight underneath the rubber mat inside the main chamber. That weight is basically used to force the mat to kind of tilt downward whenever it cycles, which drops any remaining waste that's stuck on the mat, on the chamber, to get knocked off the mat and go into the waste drawer. So I was just able to unscrew the mat and stick the weight back into its little home using my iFixit toolkit so it wouldn't fall all over the place, and it has not come loose then. Also, because this globe can come apart, you can fully deep clean it of any kind of dust or litter particles. Honestly, I've had the Litter Robot 4 since early summertime. It's October now. I haven't had to deep clean it yet, and it is running just fine. I haven't had any issues so far. The sensors on the new Litter Robot 4 are really cool. They have this thing called OmniSense, which detects the real-time litter and waste drawer levels within the newly designed Whisker app. So I can check it while I'm on vacation or I'm on a work trip, and I can see how soon the waste drawer bag actually needs to be replaced. There's another sensor called Smart Scale, which is this technology that records the weight of each cat after each use, so you can track the health of your cats. There's also a night light that comes on whenever it's dark in case your kitty has any kind of limited sight. There's also a cat detection sensor right on the opening, so whenever something passes into the box, it will stop if it's in the middle of a cycle for their safety. There are a couple of features that are going to be added later on this year, which include individual cat recognition and an add-on accessory ramp for elderly cats. One question I commonly see is, can a kitten use this if I adopt a little kitten? And yes, they can use this litter box if they can climb up in there, but if they weigh less than 3 pounds, then the sensor is not going to sense them. So I would recommend just leaving it turned off until a kitty reaches a weight that can be recognized by the sensor. You can connect multiple litter robots to the same application, and you can share your app's username and password with your spouse or your significant other, so both of you can monitor your pets. Keep in mind that it only works over 2.4 gigahertz and not 5 gigahertz. The biggest con for me is trying to remember what all of these little icons and LEDs mean on the side of it. As opposed to the Litter Robot 3, this one would be a lot easier if they had some kind of text that was like etched into the side of the plastic. But to solve this, I'm just gonna be coming up with my own resolution. I will be printing out my own labels and sticking them on there, or printing out the little like step-by-step guide on their website and just like sticking that in the room with the Litter Robot. So basically, to run you through the LEDs, solid yellow means that it's paused during a cycle. Blinking yellow round robin means that it's cycling. A blinking yellow full bar means the bonnet was removed. There's also solid red, that means a cat is detected and the wait time countdown is initiated. Solid blue means it's in the ready status, so that's what you should usually see. Flashing blue means the waste drawer is full and it's ready to be emptied. Solid blue with a yellow blinky light means that it's in Wi-Fi boarding mode, and solid purple is in sleep mode. Now the icons from top to bottom, there's 5 of them. The first one is power, that's pretty simple. That one you can turn it on or off with. There's cycle, which is the second icon. With this one, you just press it to start a cleaning cycle, long press to enter sleep mode. The next icon means reset, which resets the weight scale to 0, and long press enters the night light setting mode. If it's cycling, then you can also press reset to pause, then press to return to home. The next button has the empty icon, which starts an empty cycle for cleaning. Long pressing it enters the wait time setting. And then lastly is the connect button down at the bottom. This one is for turning Wi-Fi on and off. You can also long press to onboard the Litter Robot 4 into the application, so chances are you will only have to use that when you're setting it up. Now, I am loving the improvements of the Litter Robot 4 compared to the previous generations. I love that it's got bigger chambers, it's got more features to keep track of my cat's health. I love that it's quieter, that's so nice. And I love that it saves money since I'm not buying as much litter. Y'all know that litter can get kind of expensive, especially if you don't have a coupon and you're going to the grocery store and you need to pick up litter. Ask me how I know. I love being able to share high-tech pet gadgets with y'all since my fur babies are so important to me and I want them to have comfortable lives. So if there's any kind of pet tech out there that you want me to check out, let me know down below in the comments. Huge shout out and thank you to Whisker for sending over this early release of the Litter Robot 4. I do have a coupon code down below if you want to try one. Just remember that you do have a trial period with any purchases in case that it doesn't work with your cat, but I honestly think that it will. None of my friends and family that have purchased one of these things has ever sent one back, so I think they're pretty happy with them. One of my friends has one of those like huge spotted cats. I forget what it's called, but they love this thing. They have 2 of them and they use a Litter Robot at their house and it's so cute whenever their cats use it. It's adorable. Shout out to my newest supporters, Ben W on Patreon, Osilic on Buy Me a Coffee, and Jeremy S and Houdini right here on YouTube memberships. Y'all now get early access to YouTube videos as well as exclusive live streams and a lot of other perks. So thank you so much for supporting my content and helping me keep my kitties happy. Bye y'all.